right, babes, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you the most simple eyeshadow look that will universally work for any eye color. It's easy, anybody can do this, and it's super quick. I'm going to be using the Bright brush today. I have it linked below and it's actually on sale. We're going to be using Audrey to start out our eyeshadow color today. This is a limited edition color, one that I highly recommend you get because of how well this works with almost any eyeshadow combination. Today we're going to omit starting out with any type of primer. I'm not usually one that recommends primers at all, and we're not gonna change anything up today. So I'm going to start with the Audrey. This is like a really soft pink color, and because this is a wax base, it really works to hold well for the other eyeshadows we're going to be using in correlation with it. So I'm going to take the the small side of my Bright brush, and I'm going to just tap it into the Audrey cream. Then I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to just be applying product to the almond shape of my eyelid. So I like to go down to my waterline to begin with, and I'm going to just buff that color out up onto the almond shape. You'll see this makes just the softest powdery pink color, even though this isn't a powder, but I just mean like powdery soft, like baby soft, right? So we're adding that pink in there. Ooh. I'm going to do that on both sides, like both eyes. So I'm gonna go in and do the same exact thing on the other eye. The great thing about this, because of the wax formula and the tone of this pinkish color, it actually neutralizes and covers a lot of the issues that we get with our eyelids as we age, you know, kind of that crepiness, the purpley little veins, the imbalancement of colors. This just gives us a perfect palette to start with. I'm going to take that same brush and just wipe off the back side of it just a little bit. And the next color I'm going to use is Basic. This is the Basic eyeshadow. It's linked down below as well. This is a cool brown, which works so nicely with absolutely any eye color. So no matter what eye color you have, this is gonna work great because it's just going to give us a very subtle look to our eyelid to where it isn't like distracting you from anything else on my face. It's just going to enhance and not take away from pretty skin, beautiful lips, gorgeous eyes. It's just going to be a backdrop for the rest of it. So taking that small side of the brush again, I'm going to tap into the Basic eyeshadow very lightly, and I'm going to start on the outer corner of my eye. And I'm really just going to pat that in, and then I'm just going to pat it out, coming so that it just gives like a nice fade with the more intensity of the color for the outer edge of my eye. And I'll lightly take it up into the crease here, not pulling too far, but just giving us like the softest, sweetest application. You can see how that's working. You can flip to the other side of the Bright brush and give it a little bit more of a buff to simmer it down at all if it's too dark or too much for you. I'm not going to be pulling anything up past my brow bone because again, I don't want this to distract from anything else on my face. I want this just to be a good backdrop with myself when I'm talking or making facial expressions. I just want this to be very, very subtle in general. So again, the highest concentrate of the color at the outer corner and just kind of working that fade in to my eye, keeping the almond shape as the template for this. I'm also going to take a little bit of it and go right under the outer corner of my bottom lash and do that same thing, just pulling a soft amount of it through. I'll do that on the other side. Just like that. Isn't this so easy? Like literally anybody can do this. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of Rome, which is just a very creamy color with the smallest amount of shimmer. Small, small, small. I don't really like glitter or shimmers on mature skin. This is so, so subtle. It's almost not even there. It almost just gives the shadow a bit of an iridescence. I'm going to use the fluffy part of the brush and get just a little bit of it on there and go right into the center of this shadow look. So it's almost something that you would see, well, you won't really, it's not gonna be pronounced. It's almost something that adds to this look that is so subtle. It's just the idea of like, is there something there or isn't there? Like, what's so alluring about this look, this eyeshadow, without it being blatantly in your face? I'm gonna take just a smidge of it up on the higher part of my brow bone, ever so softly there, so that it just is so, so subtle. That's the goal with this look, is that it is just that subtle. Now, the last thing I'm going to do though, I'm gonna wipe off the powder that's on the back side of this brush, and I'm gonna take a little bit of my balm. You can tell I use this one a lot. I just have it, so I just popped it out of my compact. I'm gonna take just a little bit of the balm. Now, the reason I do this is because it'll take the powders and make it more creamy, which will just look better on aging, creasing eyelids, because they just get crepey. So I'm going to take that balm and I'm really just going to tap it ever so softly across that almond shape of my lid. This basically just kind of seals it all down without getting any type of shifting or pulling, and leaves the perfect amount of hydration looking on the eyelid, which I think makes for a magnificent look for aging skin. I think this just works so nicely. Here's a little tip. Take some of it into the inner corner of your eye. This again is one of those subtle tricks that you're like, what is it about her eyelids? What is it about her makeup that just looks like barely not even there, but creates this palette that is just alluring? Okay. All right, guys, that is it. That's what I do for the most basic eyeshadow of your life. Literally any one of you guys can do this. I'm going to link all the products below that I used, but also access to our entire collection of eyeshadows. I think that this is one of the best products because there are so many great options. They're highly pigmented. They're all universal. They'll mix and match together, and they're refillable, so you can pop them in and out of your compact, mix and match, change them how you want. Buy one, buy two, buy four, make your own collection. It's fabulous. I'll be back here to do another application for you later, but this one is just my go-to, very basic, easy, anyone can do it, and it'll work for any single eye color. It doesn't matter. Whatever your eye color is, it's perfect. By adding the balm, it's what makes it perfect for my mature ladies out there. So thanks again. I'll see you guys again next time for the best tips for mature makeup. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Bye.